Hey everyone, and welcome back to Hockey Alert. Today's going to be a little different. I'm still going to do the weekend lineup and who's headed to the playoffs, but after that, we're going to skate away from the NHL, and for Player Spotlight and Play of the Week, we're going to focus on women in hockey to celebrate Women's History Month. Another weekend, another 23 games. This Friday is a few more scheduled than last with 5 games. Saturday we go down to 12 games, and then Sunday is the exact same with 6 games scheduled for you. This week, our division leaders will start with our boys up in Canada. As of Friday, March 5th, the Northern Division leaders are the Toronto Maple Leafs, the Winnipeg Jets, the Edmonton Oilers, and the Montreal Canadiens. Back down in the United States in the East Division, we have the Washington Capitals, the New York Islanders, the Philadelphia Flyers, and the Boston Bruins. In the Central Division, we have the Tampa Bay Lightning, the Carolina Hurricanes, the Florida Panthers, and the Chicago Blackhawks. In the West Division, we have the Vegas Golden Knights, the St. Louis Blues, the Colorado Avalanche, and the Minnesota Wild. As I said earlier, this week we're celebrating Women's History Month. Our player spotlight is in Danny Ryland and the entire National Women's Hockey League. Ryland was a former ice hockey player and founder of the NWHL, which was formed in 2015. The teams consist of the Boston Pride, the Buffalo Beauts, the Connecticut Whale, the Metropolitan Riveters, the Minnesota Whitecaps, and the Toronto Six. The NWHL is the first professional women's hockey league in the United States, and the first professional women's hockey league in North America to pay its players. Thank you, Danny Ryland, and all the people who made it possible to create this great organization for women's hockey and finally give us an equal chance to play the sport, even if the league isn't as recognized as the NHL. Again, our focus is going to be shifted from the NHL. Today we're going to highlight the United States Women's Olympics team beating the Canadian team for the gold in the 2018 Winter Olympics. Before 2018, the only other time the United States had won the gold medal for women's hockey was in 1998. With about 30 seconds left in the first period, Hillary Knight scored on the power play, making it 1-0 United States. In the second period, the Canadian team got a pair of goals, taking the lead 2-1. Then, with 6.5 minutes left in the third, Monique Lamoureux scored and tied the game to force an overtime. The teams played a full 20-minute 4-on-4 overtime that ended in no score, forcing a shootout. Gigi Marvin scored in the first round and Amanda Kessel in the fourth. After the initial 5-round shootout, the score was still tied. Jocelyn Lamoureux scored in the 6th round, and Maddie Rooney denied the next Canadian shooter, ensuring the United States took home the gold exactly 20 years after the only other time they'd done it before. Thank you for tuning into this week's episode of Hockey Alert and celebrating Women's History Month with me. Come back for more updates, highlights, and to see which player is next in our player spotlight.